If there's one story that screams that it's never too late to start all over and the power of determination, and that would be the story of Mary Kay Ash. This was a powerful woman that refused to give up in the face of gender-based oppression and instead started her company despite her age. But how did this amazing woman move from a stagnant career to amassing a personal fortune of $98 million, including starting a beauty company which has more than $1 billion in sales already? That's what we're going to tell you about, starting from the top. Surviving in an industry dominated by men. As of 1963, Mary Kay Ash had spent about 25 years in sales for two major companies. But there was something awful about her time there. Despite being a top earner for these organizations, she was never given any promotion. It became worse when she realized that she wasn't just denied promotions, but this was solely based on her gender. She would train several men who were later to be promoted to the position of company executives, while she remained in the same spot. At this point, the message was loud and clear. The world of sales wasn't a place that encouraged women to move to the top, despite how skilled or talented they are. They weren't ready to help her achieve her highest potential or assist her up the corporate ladder. This gave birth to the smartest decision Mary Kay Ash would ever make in her life. In 1963, she resigned from her job. However, it wasn't to work in another firm. Instead, she started writing memoirs that she believed would help other women who were in a similar position and show them ways they could overcome this problem she faced as well. This memoir started with a list of the good things she had experienced while working at various companies, how these organizations had helped her in one way or another. But then she stopped in her tracks. This time, she got out another legal pad and started writing all the problems she had encountered while working in sales. It was only a matter of time before she included how she would have handled the situation if she was faced with the responsibility of fixing these issues. What started as a simple memoir had been converted to her very own marketing plan. It was somewhat surprising that this woman had created an entire marketing plan without even having a product. But she had a simple focus. Mary Kay Ash wanted to help women as much as she could. She wanted them to have that chance she had been denied in the 25 years she had worked so hard as a salesperson. It took 6 months for this business plan to be ready, and then it was time to think of something that people badly needed. Mary's philosophy was that there's always something that people need, and you have to find that niche and fill the need, which will help you build a successful business. Having seen firsthand how there was a lot of masculine privilege in the career world, she believed that this was wrong, and that women could get great heights of success if given the opportunity. So she started by concentrating on a plan and creating an opportunity for women based on her observations of women in business and her career. And finally, she had her product, the skincare company. Mary Kay's winning business idea. Mary Kay's idea was a daring one. She wanted to create a framework that would play to the strengths of women in a sales organization and allow them to thrive on a foundation of teamwork and mutual support. The goal was to encourage them as they accomplish whatever they want to, no matter how big or small it was. She thought about getting into the cosmetic industry, especially as she had one she had been using for about a decade, and it was fantastic. Mary Kay purchased the formulations for this product, included the marketing plan, and started a company that would bear her name. It's not surprising that her first marketing strategy was through word of mouth. Her concept was simple. She would give women access to superior skincare products, which they could order from a personal consultant after sampling at home. As the company grew, Mary Kay found herself doing it all by herself. She was a sales manager, recruiter, sales trainer, and basically the only person handling all her products. The only thing she left for her son was the books. But then, it became obvious that she would have to build a solid team if she wanted this company to grow. Mary Kay then came up with her brilliant director plan and created the position of National Sales Director. These were ambassadors that would interact directly with women who could buy their products wholesale and sell as retail. With this, women were able to build a sustainable income. The Golden Rule. Mary Kay had an interesting golden rule. It was that consultants had to recognize the sign worn by everyone that you should make them feel important. She taught them to understand that they were there to attend to the needs of customers without worrying about the money. If you're doing the right thing, you would never have to worry about the money. And this is a business strategy that everyone should have if they want to mirror Mary Kay's success. It's interesting that Mary Kay's cosmetic company started with $5,000 borrowed from her son, and the belief that she needed service and integrity to create a healthy workplace. Then it was time to work on how to create her own products since the company had grown so big. Therefore, they acquired Goody Air Inc. in 1969, This manufacturing firm was in charge of cosmetic creations. In 1976, Mary Kay got listed on the New York Stock Exchange, and this led to a higher growth rate. Almost every woman was in love with the pink kit and the brand's model that put them first at all times. However, with the company being publicly held, they began to face some challenges. Mary Kay wasn't happy with how the stockholders were trying to change more than a few things about the company. The need to answer to them was affecting how well the company could respond quickly and decisively to sales issues. So Mary Kay Ash made another bold move. This amazing woman carried out one of the largest buyouts in history. In 1985, she returned the company to private ownership. With that, they didn't have to answer to shareholders anymore, especially listening to their demands to go for the mature blue color instead of the trademark pale Cadillacs. This move turned out well for both Mary Kay and her company as the brand became bigger than ever. Today, they have hundreds of thousands of Mary Kay consultants all around the world. Despite the fact that Mary Kay is no longer with the company physically, they have continued to uphold her flexible business model and foundation of integrity. There is also still a focus on providing career fulfillment and opportunities for women around the world. Mary Kay didn't leave without some recognition for her outstanding work in the world of sales and cosmetics. She was featured by the Smithsonian Institute in 1988 in their series tagged The Great American Entrepreneur. This fantastic woman also received the Businesswoman of the Country from the Lifetime Women's Television Network in 1999. These are only a few prestigious awards for her several decades of remarkable leadership and focus on her behalf in women and service. It was thanks to her doggedness and business insights that the brand Mary Kay exists and is still a force to be reckoned with. Now that you know the inspiring story of an iconic leader and entrepreneur, that's a wrap. What do you like the most about Mary Kay's products and the women behind the company? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.